How's it going, everyone? So this will be a video review of the Lasfit LS series LED versus the Hikari LED. Now, I can already tell you I've already had the Hikaris in my car, and they throw probably the worst beam pattern I've ever seen. I had to take them out because I was blinding everyone. But I am going to show side-by-side comparison, both quality, build quality, and, beam, because I have not installed the Lasfit yet, so I don't know what they're going to look like, but these have been terrible. And this is one of the better ones on Amazon. Over 1,500 reviews on the Hakari, most of them positive. Both ballpark around the same price. Hikaris, I think, were $75, $80, whereas the Lasfit were about $100. So plus or minus 20 bucks. But yeah, I'll take them out of the package and we can look at the build quality. So this is the Lasfit LS series up first. Exactly how they come out of the box. Very nice packaging on both. They're definitely not going to get damaged. Completely metal housing. Nice braided cable. Metal driver. Show you there. And these are advertised as 45 watt and 10,000 lumen. I think for an LED that's probably a little bit optimistic. But again, brightness is important, but I'm looking more for beam pattern than anything else. I'm not looking to blind every oncoming driver. So, like I said, nice braided cable, nice driver, excellent H11 connector too. Again, I'm going to be putting these in a 2018 Crosstrek and seeing how they do, and if they do well, I'm going to be putting in my 2017 WRX as well. But up next, I will show you the Hikari. So these are the Hikari and how they come out of their package. Again, all metal design. I do prefer the braided cable over just this standard floppy rubber one. But the one major flaw that I think I see with the Hikari is their driver, where this piece, try to do this one-handed, because I'm holding my phone, is detachable. And while it has an O-ring, I really don't trust it just because of how it feels on this being completely waterproof. I like the completely sealed one of the Lasfit much more than this one. Again, quality of the actual bulb, it's not quite as beefy as the Lasfit one, but it is all metal, decent reflector. But again, the beam pattern on this light was just terrible, especially for the money. I've bought $30 cheapo LEDs that had a much better beam pattern than these. Now, these are bright. I mean, they're super bright. But again, getting flashed 30 times every time I'd go out to drive at night, I wasn't doing that anymore. But I will install these both into the car, show you how bright they are, show you beam pattern. I have the Hikaris, the Lasfit, some cheapo no-name brand LEDs from forever ago, and I'm going to do the stock headlights as well. So I'm going to compare all four. That way you guys can see what looks like what. I don't think there's another 2018 Crosstrek video on there with headlight replacement, but the stock halogens that came in the Crosstrek were awful. So yeah, that was the first thing I did. Within 2 days of getting the car, I had new headlights ordered. But yeah, the next cut you will see will be to me installing the Lasfit into the car, and then I'll cut over to a nighttime test showing you all four bulbs. Alright, see ya. Alright, so this is the engine bay of the 2018 Crosstrek, and to get the headlights installed, it's super easy. 10 mil nut here, just a deep wall socket. Get that off. I don't even mess with the back one. Once this gets loosened up enough, this rod will come out of the hole down here, and that's enough to move the battery out. Because as you can see, that is my cheapo LED. Wants to focus. The cheapo LED that I already have installed. So we're going to be getting these out and installing the Lasfit ones in. And this is on the driver's side. On the passenger side, all we have to do is remove this air intake tube, which is these two little clips, one there, and it actually lifts straight up. And again, that's the light we're replacing. So I'm gonna head and get this off and get that nut off and start this install. All right, So as you can see, I got that undone enough to get it out of the little hole there. Now the back will still be, don't know how well it's going to focus. The back metal barb is still in there. Literally just push it and move it out of the way. Now the battery can be moved. It's not going to give you a ton of room, but it's going to give you enough to get back in there and get this thing taken out. Alright, so right now I got the Lasfit on the right and the cheapo one on the left. It's not really showing up in the video, but the Lasfit definitely appears brighter. Again, don't know what beam pattern's like because it's not nighttime yet, but it definitely seems at least a little bit brighter. Not by much though, not as much as I was actually expecting. The Hikari seem a little bit brighter, but again, I'll test that at night to figure out if that's actually the case. Gonna get the left one installed here. Gonna get the battery put back on. Overall, I've done this like 5 times now, just trying to get the right light. It should take you no more than 10 minutes. Honestly, 5 minutes should be plenty. As far as the Lasfit, I really can't hear the fan. I can hear the fan big time on this cheap one. So that's actually a good thing because I don't really like the fan noise. But yeah, gonna install the other one and I will pick it up later. Alright, to get these little clips up, to get the air intake tube off, it is the easiest thing in the world. Grab the flathead, pop it down, pull it out. Same thing, flathead, pop it out. And this, again, removes a very similar to my Double-X, but a little bit different. It literally comes straight up. And to put it back in, you will see, try to get you a good angle, it's literally straight back down. So straight up, straight down, a little bit different, but again, very, very similar. So we are going to get that light out and put the Lasfit in. Alright, so this is a nighttime view of the Lasfit LEDs. Just driving up to here, I just wanted to drive somewhere where I'm not going to get bothered, and I have a wall to shine against. The wall is probably 25 feet away, but the cutoff appears to be pretty good. No one flashed me on my way up here, so I assumed I wasn't blinding anyone, but I am going to swap over the different LEDs so we can see the beam pattern. I'm not going to move the car at all, so it's going to be just the lights that are the variable. That way we can see what performs like what. I'm going to do the Lasfit, the Hakari, the cheapo unnamed brand that I don't even know what they are anymore, and then the stock Halogen as well. But so far, at first I said that the Lasfit didn't appear brighter than the cheapo ones. That's definitely not the case now. At nighttime, the Lasfit are noticeably brighter than the other ones, which we'll see that here very shortly. But yep, gonna get the popping the hood and swapping. So the next lights you will see will be the Hikari. Alright, so it is like 30 degrees outside, so I really don't feel like swapping both bulbs in each test. So I'm going to do just the Lasfit on the left, and the right is going to be the other different bulbs. As you can see, the Hikari is in the right passenger side headlight. The light is shining several feet above where the Lasfit one is, which again, why everyone flashes me all the time, because they think my high beams are on. So the beam pattern on the Lasfit is way, way, way better right off the bat. Again, I'm not going to be blinding people. I'm hoping it shows up on camera just how much of a difference it really is. And I have the car running, by the way, so I'm going to have the car running for all the tests to make sure the voltage is stable. But we're going to walk in front of the car and see if it blinds us that way. Because I can definitely tell on my end that the Hikari is blinding. It's not really showing up in the camera. But trust me, in person, you can definitely tell. The Hikari's beam pattern is terrible, and like I said, definitely hitting the wall higher. Brightness wise, they're about the same. Lasfit might have a small edge in brightness. The Lasfit definitely has a hot spot, a lot more than you can see on the left. Whereas the Hikari, again, is just throwing light everywhere, but that's the problem with it. So, gonna get back in. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna now warm up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go swap over to the cheapo LED. Alright, so this is the cheapo LED, and man, what a difference now. The beam pattern all over the place, it's terrible. No hotspot whatsoever. I don't know why people weren't flashing me with these. Probably just because the brightness is garbage on them. But what a damn, like, the video's picking up clear as day. Huge difference on this one. So do not spend 30, 40 bucks on LEDs. This is what you're going to get. And that is terrible. And I've been running the same headlights in my WRX for a year now. So that's my fault for just not trying something better. Because figuring up LEDs or LEDs, whatever, completely not the case. Absolutely night and day difference. That beam pattern is 8 feet, maybe not 8, maybe 6 feet higher than that hot spot on the left. So absolutely terrible performance. I needed to throw these things right in the garbage, which is honestly probably where they're going to go. So the next up, I'm going to do the stock bulb, which again will be a clear demonstration of how bright these LEDs are. But so far, the Lasfit ones are the clear winner. Alright, and finally we have the stock halogen next to the Lasfit on the left, which, as you can tell, it's quite a big difference. Now what's interesting though is the beam pattern is pretty damn straight. Now the building is slanted, and I'm actually on a slight slant as well. My car is not perfectly level, so if I were to level out, I do believe this would be pretty much dead on right across the line. So beam pattern, which is the biggest thing I'm worried about, because again, I'm not trying to blind everyone and be that guy. I am super happy with the Lasfit. They are super bright, and like I said, the cutoff is perfect, and I've had no issues at all. So I'm going to swap the halogen back over for the Lasfit, and that is definitely what's staying in this car. And I'm going to be ordering another set for my WRX, because I took the cheapo ones out for this test. So yeah, big difference, and the Lasfit's just the way to go. Spend the extra couple bucks. It's clear as day how much better it really is. And yeah, so get an order. See ya. Alright guys, I figured I would just get some driving shots. Again, phone might not look great. I actually have it on my car mount, just pointing out the window. But yeah, again, I paid for all these headlights out of my own pocket. I'm not saying, you know, run out and buy it just based on this. But, you know, as you can see, at least in my car, the Lasfit ones are clearly the best. I mean, the video just proves it. So I'm gonna swap these over into my WRX probably tomorrow, just to make sure I get the same good beam pattern in that before I get and order another set. But so far, I don't see them not being good. Just the build quality on them is definitely the best out of the bunch. Now granted, they are the most expensive as well, so you do expect to get what you pay for, but really, you really get what you pay for. I was actually shocked at how bad the beam pattern was on my cheapo one that I've been running, because again, I've been running those for a year now, and I've never had anyone flash at me. The Hikari, just because of how bright they are, it was every single trip I made, someone would flash at me. So I knew that just was not going to work, so which is why I just started researching. And honestly, about 4 or 5 hours of research later, that's whenever I landed on the Lasfit. Now, Lasfit does make lower end models. This is their top of the line. They do have, I believe, $30 or $40 bulbs. I've never used them, so don't quote me on it, but I assume they're going to be better than my cheapo $30 bulbs just based on this. But again, I don't know. So kind of your mileage will vary type of thing. But the LS series, which is their top of the line, I mean, so far they are definitely staying in this car, and if they're half as good in my WRX as this, which the headlight is so similar, then I'm buying another set and throwing them in there. Now I do plan on getting the high beams too, just don't know when, but again, I don't want to drop $300-400 on lights all at once, so the low beams in both are kind of what I'm getting for right now. And then once I get the high beams, I will definitely redo a video, because right now I'm running the stock halogen high beams in both my cars, or I might even get a cheaper LED headlight, just because I don't use my high beams all that much. So I think I could get away with a cheaper one. Honestly, I'm still going to buy Lasfit just based on this test. So maybe I'll try their $30 bulb or $40 bulb as my high beam bulb, and because I'm not super worried about cutoff and everything with those, because you're not supposed to be using them anyway if someone's coming, towards you. But yeah, that is it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I will definitely reply back as soon as possible. And yeah, expect a lot more videos soon. I just got a drone not that long ago, so I'm going to be getting some drone footage here shortly. And yeah, I plan on making this channel a lot more regular, because I have the time now, because I work from home. So yeah, expect more content, hopefully good content. But yeah, subscribe, thumbs up, the whole deal. Again, any questions, drop it below, and I will definitely get back to you. All right, see you guys. Bye.